Dear students, my name is Vivek Prashar Shaw, working as Assistant Professor in Textile Technology Department of MLB Textile Engineering College, located at Bhilwara, Rajasthan. This video lecture is related to the subject multi-fiber spring. This subject is taught in 8th semester of BTech course in Textile Technology. The topic related to the video lecture is blended yarn properties involving engineering principles. There are three parts of the video lecture: part 1, part 2 and part 3 to complete the entire content. The source of this video lecture is a research article which was published in 1949 in a journal of Textile Institute. It was written by Walter J. Hamburger. That's why this concept is known as Hamburger model, which is related to the tenacity of the yarn, of the blended yarn. This model discusses the impact of the stress strain behavior of the individual fibers of the blended yarn on the tenacity of the final blended yarn. It means how the tenacity of or the stress strain behavior of the individual fiber affects the final tenacity of the blended yarn. Now, fiber blending. In industry, generally we do fiber blending to produce a yarn which has somewhat superior properties than any one of the constituent fibers. It means, suppose we need the hygroscopic nature of the cotton, and meanwhile we also need the high tenacity properties of polyester or crease recovery properties of polyester. Then we need to blend these two fibers to get a desired property which can't be achieved by a single fiber. But there are also many frequent problems in industry. From economic point of view, it means we also sometimes, to produce a cheaper yarn, we also blend, and during blending we are concerned about the cost of the final product. And apart from the tenacity, there are for example, like I have given example of hygroscopic property, means comfort property. So apart from the tensile properties, I have also given an example of tenacity, tensile properties. But apart from the tensile properties of the blended yarn, there are various other properties are also, like crease recovery, feel and other properties which are not related to the tensile properties. But nevertheless, this tensile stress strain relationship and the tensile properties of the fibers play a major role in fiber blending, because once we are blending a fiber with another fiber, we are concerned about the yarn tenacity also. It means, suppose we are blending cotton with polyester, so we tend to think generally that since polyester is have got higher tenacity than cotton, we generally tend to think whatever be the blend ratio, let it be PC polyester cotton 20/80 or polyester cotton 65/35, whatever be the blend ratio, we generally tend to think that the final yarn will have higher tenacity than the tenacity of a yarn having 100% cotton of same count. Please carefully listen to what I am trying to discuss here, that when we blend a stronger fiber with a weaker fiber, what is our general consideration or general thought process, that the blended yarn will have higher tenacity than a yarn which is made of the weaker fiber of the blend, 100% of the weaker fiber of the blend of same count. but this is common sense. What we say that by using common sense we can say that if we blend a weaker fiber with a stronger fiber, definitely the output will be stronger than the weaker fiber yarn. But it is not the case in each of the blends of all the fibers. So now the role of stress strain properties of the individual fiber and the role of stress strain relationship comes into picture. It means how the stress strain behavior of the fibers of the two fibers which are blended together are stress strain properties are related to each other. So in the later slides I will discuss that how the stress strain properties of the individual fibers comes into picture when we consider the tenacity of the final yarn. Now students, let us assume two hypothetical fiber which we are going to blend. The name of one fiber is fiber A, the another fiber is fiber B. And what is this? This is a stress strain diagram. Here instead of strain it is written elongation percentage. It is similar to strain percentage. Okay, this means extension divided by the initial length into 100. Okay, and this is stress. Stress means for load per unit. Generally in physics stress is load per unit area, but in textile it is load per unit linear density. Okay, load per linear density or force per linear density. So this is stress gram per denier, unit is gram per denier, and this is elongation. So you have already studied how the behavior of the fiber, different fibers, nylon, cotton, stress strain graph. So this is a similar kind of graph, and we are blending two fibers, one is fiber A and fiber B. So you can clearly see that fiber B is more extensible since it has got extension, breaking extension. This is rupture point of the fiber. This is the first rupture point, this is the second rupture point. As the two fibers are extended together, the fiber A will get ruptured at 3% elongation and it will bear a load of 5 gram per denier, and the fiber B will elongate up to 6% elongation and it will bear a load up to 9 gram per denier. Now we will try to calculate that what is the role of this stress strain graph behavior of the fibers on the final yarn tenacity when we blend these two fibers. So dear students, in the next video lecture I am going to derive equations related to the tenacity of the final composite yarn or the blended yarn,